Ladies and gentlemen, oof, it is a big, weird, wild world out there, folks. And here we stand, al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, he's Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Well, Natch, how we doing, my dude? You caught me by surprise there. I don't know, I was just sipping my coffee. I was just sliding into the show. How are we doing out there, listeners? That's right, you're listening to The ProBoh Show. If you're listening live, it's currently 8:30 a.m. Central European Time. How are you doing, friends? If you're one of our angelic podcast listeners, I don't know when and where you listen to me, but I'm very, very grateful. How are you doing? How's it going, Natch?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Oh, I saw we coincided. We arrived at the exact same time this morning. Yeah. It's nice. It's like kismet. You know, I take these little things and in my mind build them up into, like, you know, it means we're going to have a good show today. And you know why I think we're going to have a good show? Not just because I arrived at the exact same moment as the Natch, which is like basically catching a unicorn. Okay, not only because of that, because, we've got some good content today, friends. In the second half of the show, I asked 100 humans... what could be temporary or permanent? Woo! What could be both temporary and permanent? And they give me their answers, and we'll get to that in the second part of the show. We're also going to look at what's banned in England. Que han prohibido in Inglaterra. I said that with the most geary accent ever. And I probably said it wrong. Did I say it wrong, Natch?
No, quite good.
Oh, right, thank you.
Nivelazo.
First few minutes of the show, already a nivelazo. See, what did I tell you, Natch? It's going to be a good day. And then we're going to go to Canada and see, discover some fugitives in Quebec, Canada. But all that fun, friends, in the second half of the show. In the first half of the show, we have a good unpopular opinion today. I'm interested to know your opinion on this one, Natch, because it is in relation to marriage, or at least the very early stages of that marital commitment. But before that, friends, I'm here, you're here. Let's see what's going on in the world. Well, first of all, Natch, I promised the listeners I would keep them up to date on my diet, because as we all know, I'm a little rounder than I used to be. So yeah, Natch, yesterday I ate a pincho of tortilla, which is a little slice of Spanish omelette. Yeah. Then when I got home, I ate a Burger King. Okay, now I know what you're thinking, not the best, not the best diet to be following, right? I get you, I understand. But it gets worse. I also ate a bag of golosinas and an entire sleeve of Pringles. So there you go, I'm confessing how badly I'm doing. You guys, you have to keep me honest. I swear to God I will tell you the truth about how my diet is going. But you've got to keep me honest. I won't lie to you. Yesterday was a failure. A whole sleeve of Pringles, that has to be thousands of calories, doesn't it? And the golosinas, man, they're not good either. So yeah, that's why I'm a failure. Guys, today will be better. I'm going to be a better man today. Let's see. How are we doing? Who have we got in the chat, guys? If you want to contribute to the content today, it's very easy. You join us on twitch.tv/professional bohemian. Or just go to twitch.tv, search Professional Bohemian. There I am, live in the ProBoh Show. Who we've got in the chat today? We've got Pedro, we've got Min, we've got JC, we've got The Bridge. Oh my God, a great crew today. Min is saying good morning to you, Min, joining us from the Netherlands. We've got JC in the chat. We've got The Bridge saying good morning. And a nivelazo for me from The Bridge. Thank you. I appreciate that. Pedro, good morning. Sorry I'm late. No problem, man. No problem. Damn, I think I've been dieting my whole life then. Yeah, exactly. Look, dudes, I need to be better. You know what I'm going to do tonight? And again, you're going to keep me honest. I'm going to go shopping tonight. Because if you make a hamburger at home, for some reason, in your head, it feels healthier than a hamburger from Burger King. The problem is I live 2 minutes away from a Burger King. On the patinette, I'm like I'm there in a minute. I've got a burger in my hand in 3 minutes. And I'm failing at my diet in 4. That's how it goes. Okay. I gave up my fasting, by the way, says Pedro. You didn't make it. Don't worry about it, man. You know, I'm no one to judge today. I'm no one to judge. So I get you. Yeah, fasting for 48 hours is hardcore. That's hardcore. I mean, did they let you drink anything when you fast for that long? I don't know. I don't understand fasting. I'm going to be honest. I don't understand it. I've done pretty good diet-wise, pretty well. Well done, Bridge. Well done. We'll keep each other honest. You need to stuff yourself with healthy stuff so there's no room for unhealthy snacks. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to get a load of frozen vegetables and fruit. And then I will slowly let them decay in my fridge while I eat Burger King. Why am I so fatalistic from the word go? Because I know me, friends. I've been dealing with my own ineptitude in staying healthy for 45 years. But no, my intentions are good. Okay, it's going to be fruit and veg. Tomorrow I'll tell you again how I'm doing. It lasted 24 hours. Wow, Pedro, even 24 hours of fasting is really great. Come on, 24 hours. Maybe that's what I need, Natch. Last time I finished the sleeve of Pringles last at about 10 p.m. because I walked the dogs. I was walking past the corner shop, and it called to me, Pringles, sour cream and onion Pringles. Oh, those things are so delicious. Anyway, whatever. That's yesterday. Today's a new day. Do you think I can make it till 10 o'clock without eating again? That would be a 24-hour fast, Natch.
I'm not a very fan of fasting.
No? No. You know, I might try. I might try to make it until 10 p.m. tonight without eating and see what it does to my body. Because, the grumpiness will set in. It'll start just around the time Tino's coming. That's our afternoon technician. And then he'll have to deal with it. Let's see. Cook. The best way to do your diet is by cooking at home. Yeah, exactly. Dude, if I only subsisted on food I cooked at home, I would be dead by now. I would be like a skeleton on the floor. Cooking for yourself is great. Also reduces intakes of things like salt because ready-made stuff is full of it. Oh, delicious, salty goodness. Of course, I have it easy. I have a wealth of time, yeah. See, that's something I don't have. I don't have a wealth of time. And I would like to do some streaming in the evenings too, so we'll see. All right. Anyway, enough about this. We've eaten too much of the show talking about my nonsense bad diet. What's going on in the news today? Oh, Natch. Before I get to the news, can I tell you something that really pissed me off today? Okay, right. So I was on Twitter. I source my news, various sources, as you know. I hit the major newspapers, then I go to Reddit, then I go to Twitter, then I go to Google Trends. My first stop this morning was Twitter at the traffic lights on my patinette, on my scooter on the way to work. And I saw Ancient Aliens is airing on the History Channel. Ancient Aliens. Do you know the show Ancient Aliens?
No.
Okay, so the premise is that basically everything humans did before written records can be attributed to aliens. The pyramids, the Sphinx, Machu Picchu, all these great, amazing, ancient, monolithic structures. Natch, aliens. You didn't know that, did you? And here I am bringing you the news. It's on the History Channel, Natch. How is that history? That's not history. Ancient Aliens is not history. It's not even a theory. It's been debunked so many times. Look, you know why this pissed me off so much this morning? Because yesterday on the lunchtime show, we were there with the girls, Alessia and Sarah, my godchildren, and their mum, Andy, and me. And we were there, we were doing the show, and I asked the girls, do aliens exist? Both of them. Immediately. No! Andrea. Yes, they do. And that's because shows like Ancient Aliens are on the History Channel. You know, they're on the History Channel. That's like having recipes for unicorn meat on the Cooking Channel, isn't it? It's like having a documentary about Atlantis on the Holiday Channel. Like, do we not need a gatekeeper here to kind of say, look, history, if you're going to call yourself the History Channel, maybe only concentrate on historical facts. What the hell? Dude, pissed me off this morning. I know that's not news. I will get to the news, I promise. Not eating until 10 p.m., then stuffing yourself before you go to bed and don't use up any energy. Oh, yeah. If you stream in the evening, we can keep an eye on you. I was thinking about going back to playing that video game, RimWorld, so keep your eye out. Maybe. The History Channel has been absolute crap for years. I'm going to be honest with you. I love Ancient Aliens, the TV show. I love it. I can't help it. I love to see anything like that. Anything where you see people, like, putting immense importance into something so ridiculous. is immensely entertaining for me. I love Ancient Aliens. I just don't think it should be on the History Channel. Discovery maybe, or an entertainment channel. You know what I mean? Come on. I mean, but look at us as a society, as media consumers. Look at Fox. Have you ever watched Fox News? I mean, it's purely editorial content from beginning to end. I mean, most news channels aren't giving you the facts. They're giving you editorial content. They're giving you opinions. You know what I mean? Oh, don't get me started, friends. Oh, yeah, I get angry. Rob, why does your impression of Andy sound a bit like Richard Vaughan? I don't know. It's her genes. It's in her genes. Okay, so what's in the news? Well, Bob Iger, remember last year, Natch, before the Christmas break, we spoke about Bob Chapek leaving Disney. Obviously, you know, they've taken a bit of a hit financially. A lot of their newer projects, they're like the new Marvel movies and things, they haven't been taking off. There's been a changing of the guard, and they've invited back Bob Iger as CEO of Disney. Well, in the news today, and I don't know why this is newsworthy, and I want your take on this, Natch, because you and I have a very different experience of this than most people. He has told his employees, Disney employees, I'm trying to find the news right now as I'm talking. He's told Disney employees that they need to come back to the office, basically. There were a lot of hybrid workers there. And he came back 2 months ago to Disney, and he's told all the hybrid employees who maybe work 2 days a week that they need to come into the office 4 days a week. They need to come in. And this is what he says, right? Before we get into whether he's right or wrong. As I've been meeting with teams, this is a quote from Bob Iger in the report. As I've been meeting with teams throughout the company over the past few months, I've been reminded of the tremendous value in being together with people you work with. As you've heard me say many times, creativity is the heart and soul of who we are at Disney. And in creative business like ours, nothing can replace the ability to connect, observe, and create with peers that comes from being physically together, nor the opportunity to grow professionally by learning from leaders and mentors. What do you think, Natch?
Yeah, I kind of agree, maybe, but not 100%. Some people need like talking to between with his partners to create things, and some people are more like
autonomous.
Yeah. But in general, I agree.
Yeah, in general, I agree too. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I didn't have a lockdown. When the lockdown happened over COVID, I was coming in every single day to film with Richard Vaughan. And then I went out to walk my dogs. Basically, COVID just legitimized my hermit life. Like everybody lived like me for a few months. I'm not going outside. The sun. So, like, I didn't experience COVID traditionally, and then when we started getting back into work, like I was dying to get back into the office, because for me, working from home isn't. You don't work from home. You sleep in the office, basically. That's what it becomes. You know, at least I found it hard to control my hours, and I was working very late. You know what I mean? It was awful. And I think it's very important for teams to come together and talk and be face to face. Like most of the unpleasant meetings I have had professionally, let's say over the last 3 years, or unpleasant interactions with people, have not been face to face. They've been through messages or through emails of people who haven't been in the office. Because it's very easy to be unpleasant to an icon or to a written name on a screen. And it's so much harder to be unpleasant to a person who's sat right in front of you, staring you in the eye. And I just think it's necessary. I think it's a necessary thing. And although it's going to be a hard transition, I think for a lot of people, you know, we all started working. When we all started working, understanding that it's a 5-day week and we come into the office. And you know, and I think the world is slowly getting back to that. The metro is really busy. What's the traffic like for you, Natch?
It's super busy.
Super busy. And I feel like we're still complaining about this. We're still complaining, I want to work from home. Come on, why are we still complaining about it? Because everybody's already gone back to normal. In the vast, vast majority of cases, you know? Anyway, that's just my hot take. I know, we're not even into the unpopular opinion. I'm already pissing everyone off. Speaking about news, some of the crazy Bolsonaro supporters gathered in circles calling for alien intervention before Congress amid other displays of intellectual impairment. True story. I did hear about this. I kind of avoided the Bolsonaro thing and how their Congress was raided. It felt to me a lot like what happened with Donald Trump, January the 6th. And I don't want to talk about the orange one, and I don't think you can talk about one extreme leader like Bolsonaro without bringing up Trump. And I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to give him any more of my intellectual space, that guy, that orange man. I don't want to. So yeah, that's Bob Iger, man, coming back and laying down the law. And I think Disney employees don't seem to be happy about this news, but I think they'll get over it. I really do. I'd love to know what's the news coming out of Twitter right now, because they've been forced back into the office too, the 10 of them that still remain employed. And there's no news about how it's going there. Twitter, although Twitter is losing money hand over fist right now. Okay, what else do we have in the news? Do we have time for one more news story? Okay, one more quick one. Interesting. Have you heard of Chat GPT-3, Natch? It's an AI language model.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Australian universities announced today, this is a new story from the Guardian, that they're going back to pen and paper exams after a ton of students were caught using artificial intelligence to write their essays. Basically, I think educational institutions now are in an arms race against artificial intelligence, and I don't think there is a chance in hell they will win. It's like I remember when I was really, really young, before mobile phones, before cell phones, they said, look, you can't take a calculator into exams with you. You can't take a calculator into a maths exam or my business finance exam. And slowly but surely, those rules got relaxed because they understood that a calculator was an aid rather than a cheat, right? It's going to be really interesting to see how educational institutions now combat the use of artificial intelligence when writing academic papers. When you were at university, or when you were at school, would you have used AI to do your homework if you could?
I think, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Me too, man. Me too. Like when I was at university, Wikipedia existed, and I pulled so many sources from, again, I don't know. Is it a time saver? Is it robbing you of the intellectual discovery? It's an interesting conversation to have. I'll tell you who I really like. If you want some recommendations on who to listen to, or because there is a lot of voices talking about AI right now, artificial intelligence. I would recommend Sam Harris. In fact, a couple of months ago, he released a compilation of his thoughts about artificial intelligence on his podcast, Making Sense. Have a listen to that. I find it a really fascinating subject. It's going to change the world as we know it. I think if you look at if you never used Chat GPT-3, go and use it. You'll have your mind blown. It was the fastest growing app. It's been one of the fastest growing internet sites apps in the world. It reached 5 million users in 5 days. So if you don't think that it's going to change the way we work, the way we communicate, the way we learn, the way we write, I think you're sorely mistaken. All right, with all that said, that's all the news we've got time for. Let's go to an unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Ooh, Lord. Oh, Min says his supporters are so smart, they tried to start a coup on Sunday when the government buildings are empty. They managed to invade empty buildings, says Min. Okay, so, unpopular opinions. What is this? Every day I have a little brain fart, a pedocerebral, and I share it with you on my social media. If you want to voice your opinion on that, you can do so on my Instagram account. That's @professionalbohemian. Bohemio profesional, pero en inglés. And you find me there on Instagram @professionalbohemian. And you can vote. I post the unpopular opinion on my stories. Marriage proposals, Natch. Marriage proposals should not be done in public. Marriage proposals should not be done in public. What do you think? When you proposed to Lady Natch, did you do it in private or in public?
In private.
In private. Did the thought occur to you to do it in public?
No, because I'm very shy, but I'm not against that. I find it fun.
Yeah, you think it's romantic and nice? Okay.
More than romantic, I think it's fun. And for that kind of people that are extroverted, I like it.
Okay, well, let's go over some pros and cons, right? Marriage proposals should not be done in public. That was the unpopular opinion today. Some pros, a pro argument. Marriage proposals should not be done in public because they are a deeply personal and intimate moment between two people. Natch. Deeply personal, deeply intimate. Doing the proposal in front of an audience may put pressure on the person being proposed to. Yeah, I'm just saying that if you propose to someone in a room on your own, they're more likely to be honest with their answer than if you propose to them on a live television show. I'm just going to throw that out there. I just think it puts undue pressure on a person and make them feel uncomfortable. I mean, it would make me feel uncomfortable anyway if someone proposed to me in a restaurant full of people. Do it, but I don't want to. Additionally, the public setting may not allow for the couple to have a private moment to fully process and discuss their feelings about the proposal. Which is true, right? You put the ring on, she says yes, or the guy asks you and you say yes, and then you sat there in the restaurant with this, I don't know, or at the end of the TV show, wherever your public setting is, where there's tons of people around clapping, faced with this massive anticlimax of a where do we go from here? I just think it's the weirdest thing. Okay, the con argument. Why it could be fun, as Natch says, to do it in public. Marriage proposals can be a memorable and exciting event, and doing it in public can add the drama and suspense of the moment. A public proposal can also serve as a way to include friends and family in the celebration and allow for others to share in the joy of the couple's engagement. Additionally, some people may not mind the attention and enjoy the opportunity to show their love for their partner in front of an audience. So there's your pro and con argument. What do you guys think in the chat? I'm going to come to you in a second. So Natch, after reading the pros and cons, you still in favor of public
Yes, because especially nowadays when you propose, you know the answer. The majority of times, the answer is going to be yes. More is kind of prepared.
Well, okay. Well, look, I'm not talking about these yeah, come on.
And so
if you know she's going to say yes, then you've already proposed. It's not a proposal. It's a fallacy.
Yeah, but you talk in advance and it's no casamos that. Say like a trámite.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay.
And you are not afraid to fail, so you can do it in public.
Yeah, that to me sounds like the least romantic thing in the world.
It is.
Yeah, well, it is a part of marriage, let's be honest. But that's what Natch thinks. That's what I think. You've had the pros, you've had the cons, guys. What's most important is what you think. I will post a poll in the chat. Friends, so many things you could be doing this morning. Instead of doing those things, you're here with me, and it means the world. I'll see you in 4 minutes. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Oh my God, if you're just tuning in, what have you missed? Or you missed me ranting about about ancient aliens being on the History Channel. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Then we spoke about Bob Iger making Disney employees return to the office. And Natch and I kind of think, why not? Why not? It's time, man. It's time. Get out of your sweatpants, into your jeans, get into the office. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate because of that. But I don't care. Yeah, your tears are delicious, and your anger only makes me more powerful. There you go. And then we spoke a little bit about ChatGPT-3 and its impact in educational systems, and how universities in Australia have already gone back to pen and paper exams, having already caught students using AI to complete assignments. Crazy stuff. And then we went into our unpopular opinion, which was marriage proposals should not be done in public. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read some of your comments here, and there are many. Thank you, guys. So Min says, I think this is in relation to what I said about putting undue pressure on the relationship. Okay, because it does. It puts a lot of pressure on the person who's being asked to say yes when you do it in public. If they do it in a tiny little room, it's just you and them, they're going to be more honest and more genuine in their answer, in their yes or no, or maybe. And Min says, so you're saying I can game the odds to increase my chance she says yes? You always min-max your life. Yeah, I mean, look, you can, but do you really want to marry someone who's not sure they want to marry you? You know what I mean? Do you really want to marry someone who's just kind of not 100% sure? That's probably not... Yeah, you can increase your possibilities, but it's probably not, the best thing to do for your future. Urs says, I reckon popping the question... Oh, nice, nivelatho. I reckon popping the question, getting engaged, is funny for people around to view. It cheers me up and makes me feel like human beings are able or capable of doing good things. It gives me hope for the future. Ors, have you ever been around a public proposal? Let me tell you something, man. There's one thing being around a public proposal as a on your own, right? And you just watch it and okay, that was a thing that happened. Interesting. And there's another thing, watching a public proposal when you're on a date. Because it is not a comfortable feeling. Especially if you're in that point of the relationship where you've spoken a little bit about marriage. What do you want? I want this, I want that, I want to have kids, and then right next to you someone proposes. That happened to me, Natch. Happened to me. And like after the proposal, everything calmed down, everyone sat down in the restaurant, started eating again. And there was just this uncomfortable silence at our table. Creak, 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 creak. Delicious food. Having a good night. That was romantic, wasn't it? Let's forget it ever happened. I mean, yeah, is it fun? I don't think it's fun to see that happen. I just think it's a thing, you know? It's just a thing. It's like, you know what I mean? They're about to enter into a legal contract. Did they need to do it in public? I don't think so. When you buy a house, you don't sign the papers in front of your friends and family. Oh, anyway, whatever. Let's continue on. So that was Urs. Pedro, of course it should not be done in public unless it's not a real proposal, i.e. previously rehearsed. Yeah, I don't think a previously rehearsed proposal is not a proposal. It's just theatre. You know what I mean? If you've spoken about it before and you've already had a yes, I would like to get married to you, then you've already proposed. Badly. Doing it in public is just like having a second chance. It's theatre. That's not a real proposal, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Min says, as Natch said, you should only be proposing if you already know the answer anyways. Oh, I don't agree. That's not what the Disney movies have told me. That's not what Disney, they live happily ever after, and it was do you want to marry me? Oh my God, such a surprise, yes. At the point, it depends on both your own preferences as well as your partner's. Yeah. Look, if you're proposing and you know she's going to say yes, that's not a proposal. You've already had the proposal. What you're doing is theatre. That's going to annoy so many people. It's true though, Natch. I think, anyway, in my opinion, it's true. Like, I'm the gatekeeper of the truth. It's true, and everybody else on the planet is wrong. There, said it. Okay, good morning, Mr. Rob. How are you doing? Alone Strong says, proposing marriage should be an intimate, romantic, and thoughtful gesture shared between two people. Keyword, two people. Granted, family members may join, but it's best that it is between two people. Again, two people. Can we get a ProBoh approved for Alone Strong, please?
ProBoh approved.
I agree, man. I agree. I don't think there should be any more pressure on the event than just the two people that are involved. Then after the actual proposal, you can talk about the future, talk about plans, talk about whatever, relax. It was a stressful thing, I imagine. Doing it in public just cheapens it for me. Why do we live in a society where every single breath we take needs to be catalogued and uploaded to the internet for posterity? Why do we do that to ourselves? There's no need. There is no need. I don't know. It cheapens it for me. If you're going to propose to someone, you can be romantic, but it should be a private affair in my mind. Min says, I'll marry anybody willing to bring me cheese. There you go. There you go, friends. I don't know if that's in Min's Tinder profile. It should be, though. Unmarried man tells married man he did it all wrong, says Min. Natch is used to my stupidity by now. We've worked together for a lot of years. All right. So, yeah, what was the results of the poll? Well, on Instagram, actually, the numbers went up while we were doing the show, Natch. On Instagram, 81% of people agreed with me. They should not be a public affair. And right here in the chat, let's get a drum roll. The final answer. Marriage proposals should be made in private or should not be done in public was true. People agreed, 75%. Well done, guys. There we go. See, now it's not just me telling a married man he did it wrong. It's everybody. I'm not saying he did it. You can't do something wrong, can you? You can't do it. You can't, because you're going to... Like, what are my honest opinions on this? I don't care. I have got no skin in the game, man. I don't care. I mean, is it sometimes romantic to see that happening? Again, like when you're on a date, maybe it's not romantic. Maybe it's awkward and uncomfortable. But if you're on your own and you know the people who are getting married, you've got some kind of investment in the relationship. You know what I mean? Like it's your friend and, you've come to know the partner. You love them as a couple. And you see that, well, that's a beautiful thing, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing. Come on. And, is it really But I do maintain the unpopular opinion that if you know she's going to say yes, then you've already proposed. And what you do in public is not a proposal. It's theatre. Anyway, what should we do now, Natch? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go to 100 humans. Oh my God, friends, it was a long walk to work today, across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them all a question. All right, today's question was, name something that can be temporary or permanent. Name something that can be both or either temporary or permanent. Okay. What do you think, Natch?
Love, a relationship.
Can be temporary or permanent. Yeah, I get where you're going. Okay, that's probably what a lot of people are thinking about this. A relationship. Is it there? Yes, it is, Natch. Well done. A relationship is there. It's in 6th place with 3 of the 100 humans. A relationship can be temporary or permanent. Please specify on your profile. Yeah. Oh, a little around. The 100 humans are excited today. Okay, let's say Min. Both Min and the bridge say marriage. Well, that kind of goes with relationships, doesn't it? That's kind of the same thing. I'm not going to give you any points for that. Isn't that weird? When you as a kid, didn't you think like that marriage, that was it? That was, life, not life over, but, that's it. That's a thing that's written in stone now. And I think marriage is just not something that's considered permanent anymore. It's weird. Anyway, let's continue. Alone Strong says teeth. Something that could be both or either temporary or permanent. Teeth. It's a great answer. Is it there, though? Yes, it is. Well done. Alone Strong. That was a tough one. There are more in that vein. Okay, there are more like that. Can be either temporary or permanent. Teeth. Very good. Okay. Let's see. He continues. Alone Strong's on fire today. He says a job can be either temporary or permanent. A job. Is it there? I asked 100 humans to name something that can be either temporary or permanent. A job. Is it there? Yes, it is. Okay, Alone Strong is on fire. It's official. He's on fire. 30 of 100 humans said job. Well done. It's in 2nd place. Woo! There's just one more. There's one more that you... well, there's one more higher than that. The most popular answer. No one said it yet. The state of matter, says Pedro. The state of matter can be solid, liquid, gas. Oh, my God. Pedro's too intelligent for this show. He's too intelligent for this show. So I asked 100 humans, something that can be either temporary or permanent. State of matter. Is it there? No, it's not. No, it's not. Great answer, though. A belief, says Min. A belief. Oof. A great answer. A belief can be either temporary or permanent. Is it there? No. It's not there. But again, another amazing answer. Alone Strong's back from out of nowhere, and he says the word tattoo. A tattoo can either be temporary or permanent. A tatuaje. Temporary or permanent, a tattoo. Is it there? Yes, it is! Alone Strong, you have just identified the number one answer! Oh my God! The excitement. 100 humans are going crazy right now. It's there. 38 of the 100 humans said a tattoo can either be temporary or permanent. There you go. All right. Friendship, says Alone Strong. Well, that kind of comes under relationship, doesn't it? So you guys have crossed the halfway mark. You have 3 answers left to identify. Shall I give them hints? I'm going to give him some hints. Okay, only for the people watching the stream, I'm holding it, and for Natch, I'm holding one in my hand. Okay, I'm holding one in my hand right now. Natch, do you want to tell them what it is?
It's a pen.
Yeah, it's like a marker or a felt tip pen. The ink can either be temporary or permanent. Well done. Natch, give yourself a round of applause. That one's in fourth place. Fourth place with 5 of 100 humans saying it. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hello, Alone Strong, he's back. He's on fire. He says, house. A house can be either temporary or permanent. A house. Or housing. Temporary or permanent. It's there, Natch. It's there. It's the 7th most popular answer with 3 of 100 humans saying housing can be either temporary or permanent. There's only one more to go. Okay, there's only one more to go, Natch. Here's I'll give you a clue. Right, Natch, this one's just for you. Okay. I would not need this substance. Specifically me. Maybe for my beard. Ooh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. The answer's in the chat right now. I'm going to give it to him. Alone Strong, again. This has been his round to lose. He said it. He said hair dye. Hair dye, your hair colour can either be temporary or permanent. Give him a round of applause. It's our third place answer with 15 of 100 humans saying hair dye. I would not need it. I would not need it. Unless I got a head tattoo. Anyway, let's go. All right. So, I asked 100 humans to name something that can be temporary or permanent. Let's go through the list. In position number 7 was housing. Housing can be either temporary or permanent. You can buy a house or rent it. Okay, in position number 6 was a relationship. Can either be temporary or permanent, depending on how much money you're willing to spend. Okay, 3 of 100 humans in 6th place. In position number 5 is teeth. Teeth can be either temporary or permanent. In position number 4 was a marker pen. Marker pen. Marker. Okay, marker. Or a felt tip pen, or basically it's referring to the ink, which can either be temporary or permanent. Okay. How about hair? Yeah, hair is temporary, Bridge, as I've come to learn in my life. Okay, in position number 3, we had hair dye. So you can colour your hair. It can be permanent or it can be temporary. A couple of washes, it comes out. So they tell me. I don't know. In position number 2, we had a job. A job can either be full-time or... No, not full-time. It can either be a contract, a short contract, or a permanent contract. Temporary or permanent. Well done. And finally, thanks to Alone Strong, our position number 1 was tattoo. Well done, Alone Strong. Killing it. Killing it. All right. Now, 100 humans, get out of the studio. There they go. Bye. All right. Let's go to complete the news.
Complete the news.
All right, my friends, we're going to play Complete the News. How does this work? I will give you a news headline with some important information missing. I will give you 3 options, A, B, or C, and using those 3 options, you, my friends, will complete the news. Okay. All right, it's going to be a good one today. If you're one of the many people who are watching the show right now live, on twitch.tv/professional bohemian. This is your moment. All you have to write is A, B, or C. Okay, here we go. First piece of news, Natch. Blank to be banned in England. Blank to be banned in England. Could be anything. Could be anything. Is it A, the import of European toilet roll? Papel oh, there we go. Higiénico. Say it for me, go on.
Higiénico.
Higiénico. All right. So, toilet roll. Is it B, plastic knives and forks and plates? So it's like single-use cutlery, you know? Or is it C, the use of soft swear words before the watershed? Okay, so what's the watershed? I think the watershed is around 9 o'clock, and at that moment they assume all the kids are in bed and the programming is for adults. That's what they call the watershed. All right. So soft swear words is things like damn, you know? It's not really a swear word, but you wouldn't want to hear your kids saying it. Okay. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. And the news comes just after Rob was there. Yeah, it was my fault. So what did Rob do while he was in England? Okay, so blank to be banned, prohibido, in England. Is it A, the import of European toilet roll? Is it B, they're banning single-use plastic knives and forks and plates and things like that? Or is it C, the use of soft swear words before the watershed? What do you think, Natch?
A.
You think A, the import of European toilet roll? We don't want your toilet roll, Europe. We'll make our own toilet roll out of Boris Johnson's hair. Okay, what are people saying in the chat? Oh, I will salute Alone Strong. He agrees with Natch. He says A, the import of European toilet roll. Min is the only person who says B, this use of plastic knives, single-use plastic cutlery and plates. And everyone else, the Bridge, Pedro, they all said C. C was, what was C? I can't even remember. C was the use of swear words, soft swear words before the watershed. Should we get a drum roll, Natch? Single-use plastic cutlery and plates. Yeah. To be banned in England. Yeah, well done, Min. The only person... Oh, did I fool you all today? Oh, my God. I just got goosebumps. Piel de gallina. Oh, that's nice. Feels good, man. So, yeah, they're actually banning England, making a great big stride, I think, into sustainability, saying they're banning single-use cutlery and plates. A plastic fork can take 200 years to decompose, said Environment Secretary Therese Coffey. This news comes from The Guardian from yesterday, I believe. Single-use items such as plastic cutlery, plates and trays are to be banned in England in a bid to reduce pollution, the government has confirmed. Figures suggest that every year England uses about 1.1 billion single-use plates and 4.25 billion pieces of such cutlery, only 10% of which are recycled after being used. Oh my God, that's a lot. It's a lot. I'm going to be honest, when I was in university, before the environmental movement was really a thing, I would use like paper plates because I didn't want to wash up. So I ate for about 3 years off of paper plates and plastic bowls. I wouldn't do it now, friends. And if I did, I would recycle, you know? Anyway, let's see. Ban soft swear words would destroy British television. It would. Incorrect. I believe that plastic is going to be banned everywhere. Yes, says Pedro, as a response to what the Bridge just said. That's why I thought it would not be on the news. Well, yeah, it is, and it is quite newsworthy. Good for England, right? Good for England. Okay, next piece of news. Are we ready, friends? Let me see if I can find the actual... Here we go, yeah. Okay. Blank in Quebec captured after months on the run. To be on the run is to have, you've escaped from a situation and you're being pursued. You're on the run. Okay. So blank in Quebec captured after months on the run. But what has been on the run, Natch? That's a question. Is it A, fugitive cows? Is it B, a man who stole $50,000 worth of Starbucks coffee? Or is it C, a woman who castrated her husband? Woo! If you don't know what castrated means, use your imagination. All right, so blank in Quebec captured after months on the run. Is it A, fugitive cows? Is it B, a man who stole $50,000 worth of Starbucks coffee? Or is it C, a woman who castrated her husband? I'm just going to assume she wasn't pursued by the husband. He's probably getting some well-earned rest. Okay, what do you think, Natch? A, B, or C?
B.
You think B? A man who stole $50,000 worth of Starbucks coffee. Okay, everybody else in the chat, bar none, have said C, a woman who castrated her husband. Oh, hang on. Min is, you can't sit on the fence, Min. He says A or C. I'm going to go with the groupthink. You all say C. Have I gotten better at writing these? Let's get a drum roll, Natch. Fugitive cows. Yeah. Oh, no, Min said A. I didn't fool everyone. I fooled the majority of you. Min did say A. Sorry, I was rereading. So I'll say A. Well done, Min. Well done. Fugitive cows in Quebec captured after months on the run. These, let me read from the story. This is from CBC Canada, which is kind of Canada's BBC. The last cows, part of Quebec's runaway herd, so there was a runaway herd of cows, they just kind of escaped, were captured and returned home on Saturday, said the local union for agricultural producers. The herd of more than 20 dairy cows had been on the run since July when they were spooked by a summer thunderstorm. Imagine that. I mean, reading the news, right, it sounds like, well, is that really news? Is that really international news? Dude, if you are stood in front of 20 cows charging at you, believe me, that is news, man. And these things have been on the run. They've been escaped since July. Yeah, poor cows. I would say poor city streets and the people who have to clean them. At least the husband can still get one. Yeah, exactly, man. The husband, yeah, those were sick inventions of my mind. All right, friends, I've got no time for any more today, but I will be back tomorrow. My God, friends, there are so many things you could have been doing today, and instead of doing those things, you decided to spend some time with me, and let me tell you, it means the absolute world. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.